Hi everyone, I'm Janelle with Toons Unlimited, and I received a message a couple of days ago in regards to how a another Crazytalk Animator created a nice video with phone animation, and inside the video he had it's quite hilarious actually. The guy's name is Jim Stedman, and he had Slurry, which is Siri's sloppy cousin. If you hadn't had a chance to check it out, I don't have the volume on. At least I don't think I do. No, I don't have the volume on, but it's a really cool video he did. And in his video, as you can see, it flashes different angles of someone on their phone, and then there's an animation going on within the phone. And so the question was, how can I do something like that? So So I'm going to post this video link inside of the description for anyone else who was interested in watching it because, again, it's very well done. But I'm going to briefly show you without creating a nice detailed video like he did. I'm going to show you the the basics on how you would do something like this. So let me just move this out this way and pause that video. Now, I will say Reallusion comes with a couple of props as phones. I'm just going to use just about everything that comes default with your system. So if you want to go out and look for a nice PNG type iPhone, or whatever cell phone or iPad or whatever your choice may be, you can do so. But just to make the video short, I'm going to try to use most of the existing features within the application. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I am going to grab a project that's already done just for saving time. And the whole thing with this animation is first you create the animation you want inside your phone, and then you create the animation for your scene, if that makes sense. So in this case, Reallusion did a nice little project where it's a guy who kind of reminds me of Slash, but he's playing his guitar and everything. And the only thing I want to cut out, I don't want all this stuff to pop up, the text and stuff like that to pop up. So I'm going to go to the scene manager real quick and just delete that information. So this time when it plays, it will only be him playing the guitar. And what I'm going to do, so the main thing you want is the dimensions, or you want something very close to the actual dimensions of the phone. So what I'm going to do, here's the rendering settings, and I'm just going to slide it over here so you can see it better. I'm going to uncheck lock ratio, and I am just going to, let's see if I can start with something a little smaller. We'll start with this. And I'm going to slowly, you're going to see the screen slowly starts to shrink in. And I'm going to keep on shrinking it until I get to something that I think look more like a cell phone screen. Now you can be more exact, but for this tutorial purposes, this will fit my needs. So this looks close to like the inner screen of a cell phone. And I think the rest of the settings are fine. I'm going to go ahead and tell it to export the range. And I really don't need that much of the curtain, so maybe we can skip 20 frames in. And I'm going to go ahead and just render this quick video. We'll call it, let's see, I created a folder, an empty folder that says phone demo. So we're going to do a quick export of this. All right, so we'll go full screen real quick. We're bringing the actor. Where's my G2? Get Eddie. And before I try the video, let me just go ahead and change his color. Okay, so we got Eddie. I'm going to see if this video will behave correctly. Looks good, and it's going to play. So I'm going to take it back to frame 1. So we got the video, we got Eddie. I'm going to blow him up really close. Go ahead and shrink this down to size. And what I want from Eddie, let me go out a little bit. What I want from Eddie is a nice close-up of his arm. So I really don't need him. Oh, sorry. Really don't need him. I'm going to drag him off to the far corner of my screen. But first, I'm going to drag his arm out. Okay, and then the rest of Eddie can go out of the screen view because we don't really need it. Now I'm going to bring up my 3D motion real quick and just get my hand in the position that I want for animation. It'll probably be something like this. We can make the hand a little bigger. So I think we pretty much have the angle we want. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger again. And we're gonna take this arm off screen, or maybe just a hint of it showing. All right, so we have a hand. I can still go bigger than this. Let me. After all, it's a close-up, so there we go. Oh, okay, that's much better. So in this close-up scene, he's going to hold his cell phone. We're going to go back to the content manager and go to props. Now I have so much content that I am not sure if this is a part of the default props or not. But if you have, let's see, here is it. I believe it's the commercial. Yes, I believe it's, let me get the full name. If you have 100 commercial objects, under business objects, you can see there is a cartoony cell phone. Again, you can go out and get your iPhone PNG file and bring it in, but for this tutorial, we're going to use this bad boy. So here we are. And before we put this over top, let's just see if this is the right hand sprite that we want to go with. Oh, is this the right hand? Oh, wrong hand. Okay. It's looking weird for a second. Let's see here. I kind of like the way his fingers are on this one. So I'm going to use this one. And I am going to place the phone right in front of it. Let me go ahead and, using the Z, bring it up above the phone. Probably about to here. We can make the phone a little bigger. This is a good size. Now to make this a little more realistic before we even put the screen on there, I want to, with my characters, I would draw like custom grips, and one of the things that I have is under the props are these little finger limbs that you can apply over top of things to make it look more realistic when you're holding it. So I'm going to go to one of my characters that I know have it, which is Thad, and I'm going to grab this little pencil thumb here and kind of get it blown up to the size. Now remember the whole render style thing? That's the reason why I wanted to grab the render style. And it doesn't matter which one takes over which color, just as long as the color blends. So now that I have this thumb, and if you notice the pivot's right in the middle, which suck rocks, I I normally will move the pivot up by taking it into the composer mode, but I am a little concerned because, like I said, the video file is not 100% compatible. Reallusion's got a little bit more work to do, and I want to make sure I send them a video on the issue that I came up with. So instead, I'm going to try to just work with this the best I can and kind of get it in a position now. Once again, another cool thing about the new features are you can deform the props. So now that I have it pretty much where I want it at, I'm going to make it look, I'm going to make it make sense. I'm going to get this dragged down to here, like it's a part of the arm. Might bring in the thumb a little bit. All right, so here we go. It's cool. I want to make sure, okay, this is really up, is on 20 on the z-axis, so that's just fine. And now the last part is the video, and we're going to do some linking. So the first thing is, let's go ahead and get the video right in the middle and then resize it to the space that we need. Now, I will say that my video was a little off on the dimensions, which is fine. Again, you can play around with it however you like, or you can look up the dimensions actually on Google to see what size. If you, like, say for example, if you know you're using the iPhone 6 prop, a PNG version of an iPhone 6, you can look and ask, you know, what's the screen size for it, and then that way when you export your video, you pretty much have your dimensions in check. But I think for this tutorial we'll be just fine. I'm going to link this screen to this phone, and now wherever the phone goes, the screen goes, so that's cool. And then I want to link the phone now to the hand. So now wherever the hand goes, the phone will go. And then finally, one more link there, and that's the link the thumb to the hand as well. Uh-oh, maybe I did that wrong. All right, hitting escape did it. Let me go back and unlink that. All right, so link the thumb to the hand, and now it looks like it's one nice little piece. Oh, sorry, bad hand animation. And you can move your hand up and down, that phone goes with it, and most importantly is the fact that it can play. So there we go, he's animating. Now in the middle of this, I could still say, okay, at 188 frames, I want the arm to go from here to here, or however you wanted to manipulate it. If you might not want it to move at all, it's entirely up to you. But I can scan forward and then say I want the arm to go back down, or however you want to do it. You can move the whole arm a little over. And when you go back and play it out at frame 1, now I would never have the animation move this slow. I would make his hand zip. But for tutorial purposes, I think you get the understanding of now how to embed a video inside of a phone. And it's just going to keep looping because the frame is only like 600 frames before it starts all over again. So hope this helps people who are trying to figure out, you know, how did he do that. It's very well done. He did an excellent job. if you wanted to do an animation like that, this is how you can achieve that same look. Hope it helps. Take care. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for new content every week. If you would like to purchase my product, head over to my store for characters, props, and scenes. If you enjoyed this video, here is a link to another video you might like from this channel. Thanks for joining and take care.